I've been cutting hair a long time. I guess you can say I got pretty good at it. I think it's a really important thing that we talk about men's health. Making this ridiculous mustache on my face that I feel like my dad, people respond to it and they're like, what's up with the stash? I'm sitting in this chair this month because I was asked by Movember and Headspace if I'd like to be involved. So I set a challenge this month. Let me break it down for you. No BS. You sit in my chair, no small talk. Let's get real. I'm gonna get so many different point of views, but most of all, they're gonna get a badass haircut and we're gonna have fun and we're gonna get deep. What's happening?
How you doing?
Good to see you. Been a minute.
It's been a long time since I was at the barber's.
You don't mind if I take it all the way down?
No, in fact, I normally shave it.
Okay.
I just go all the way around. I start at my chin, around the top of the head, and back around again.
Should we dive right into the nuts? Just dive into the nuts.
We could start there, if you like.
Should we start there? Let's start there. How are your nuts?
It's more of a nut scenario these days. Yeah.
You only got one nut?
I've only got one nut.
Why? What happened, bro?
I lost the other one a couple of years ago. Just after I moved to America.
Yeah.
I got testicular cancer.
Wow.
I woke up one morning.
Yeah.
And I was in the bathroom, and genuinely, I remember looking down in the shower and thinking, like, one testicle was significantly larger than the other. And not just a little bit, like swollen, kind of maybe, I want to say double the size, I don't know if it was, but it kind of looked like that.
Wow.
And we have family visiting that weekend, and I promised them a trip to Palm Springs. So I just put my clothes on and we drove down there, and I dropped them off at the hotel and went to ER and got checked there, and they were like, you need to see someone in the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
What's implied when they say you need to see an oncologist in the next 24 hours is
fucking
kind
scary.
of, It's hard to describe the feeling, but just maybe just that moment where you see your life in a different way. I hear a lot of people kind of saying they're fighting cancer and battling with cancer, and that was just something that never really made sense to me. It feels like kind of we're fighting with nature. Nature has so many different elements. And cancer is one element of nature. It's not separate from nature. So for me, it was more about kind of how do I create an environment and a space in my mind and in my body that was conducive to healing, rather than kind of fighting it out and allowing nature to do its thing, And when I'd speak to people in the hospital, other patients, it's so easy, I think, to jump ahead and to think like, what if this happens, what if that happens?
Yeah.
And the truth is, in the moment, we very rarely know. So just being okay with not knowing, I think, is a massive part of it, and whether it's cancer or something else in everyday life.
Wow. You got some strength, brother.
Whatever you speak on at the barbershop, it stays in the barbershop.
Dude, my wife did this, or my car is having an accident, or my grandma's going through this.
They're talking every day about it. Clinton and Trump.
It's crazy how much people open up to me.
I'm a UCLA-trained doctor of public health, so the work that I do is aimed at reducing disease, reducing injuries, and improving community health and well-being. I open up to different people for different things. It depends. I open up to my wife, I open up to my sons. And we can talk about the weather, and talk about other stuff. It's hard to talk about stuff like prostate cancer, for instance.
Yeah, that's really why I'm here this month, doing this and looking like my dad.
Yeah, it's cool, Is your dad Frank Zappa?
Yeah, right? That's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on being a man. Hell yeah, excuse my language. The world's volatile, stuff changes. You still gotta be a stand-up guy no matter what. I don't care how doubtful you are as a guy, you gotta put on your man suit, go outside and man it up.
Fake it till you make it.
A lot of man emotion is expressed in anger. It is. Like men, you don't see man emotion expressing, man, I'm feeling kind of sensitive today.
Right.
even the way we say it, we'll be like, I'm pissed off. Like, he won't say I'm feeling sensitive. We'll say words that kind of bring more anger and feeling to it. It's one of the things in the work that I do that we're trying to deconstruct what it means to be a man and how we express ourselves as men so we can have a less violent society, right? That's part of manning up.
I like that.
When I said that earlier, what it means to be a man is be responsible. Don't hide from things that scare you, right? You confront the things that fear you. So you go get the DRE, the digital rectal exam, and then you laugh and joke with your friends about, like, wasn't that, you know, you know, you just do what you need to do, you know.
People tell me things that they never tell anybody else all the time.
I guess it's a bond against the barber and their client.
There's times where it's like, oh man, like you're hurting, like, and then you kind of become a therapist in a sense. So you start trying to help them out, get them to feel good, right? They're in the chair, that's what you want.
When I get a haircut from somebody else, I start opening up. I don't know what it is.
You want them leaving looking good, you want them to feel good as well.
Men need the right environment, and it's actually why we set up this barbershop and in our offices, and we're doing this around the world, is men just don't naturally sit down and have a conversation about stuff. We've done some research around this. It's like women are very comfortable sitting opposite each other and face-to-face conversations, where men, we're most natural and most likely to have a conversation about stuff that matters when we're shoulder to shoulder. And I think it's less confrontational. What we find is like a lot of guys in their 30s and older inadvertently become socially isolated because they put their work first and their family first. And so they don't maintain healthy relationships with their mates. The best thing for mankind is man time.
So I've already met 3 people, and we threw down in the chair and we got real. I met Randal, and I feel like he's a man's man. He's just an awesome dude. Then I met Andy. What an inspiration. The dude's been a monk, and he is beating testicular cancer and has just got a beautiful story. Adam, one of the founders of Movember, the guy is just doing big things to help out men's health. Dudes, download the Headspace app, meditate, it's gonna help. Don't forget to donate to Movember. Grow a stash. Real men talk to their bros. Make a difference. Get checked. Check your nuts. Check yourself. And I'll check you out later.